everyone, it is Thursday, so I'm going to do a Throwback Thursday video. I really enjoy doing these. I think y'all enjoy watching them, at least it seems like y'all do. I really like going back a year or two. Now I can do 2 because I've officially been on YouTube for 2 years. And seeing what I loved then. Do I still love it? Do I still have it? Because, you know, if it's been a year, maybe I've used it up. And the goal, as I say in a lot of these videos, but if this is your first one, I think you should know, kind of the goal is to make these videos obsolete, because I do empties videos every single month. I'll link that playlist down below in case you've missed that. But once I've done an empties and like given you my final review of it, I don't have to talk about it again. So the goal is to like watch one of these videos and be like, I've already used all those things up. Not the case at all. I don't think I've used up any of these products, but that's okay. So let's just get into it. I'm not really feeling my hair today. So yeah, if you're like, if you don't think it looks that good, I understand. I'm not super feeling it, but oh well. I'm not really doing anything. I have a meeting with my professor, and I'm going to work out later. That's the plan. So anyway, I went back to last year's October favorites, and I saw what I love. I do still have everything, and so I'm going to tell you if I've been using it and all of that. The first thing I talked about was my Halloween decorations. If you watched, it wasn't last week, because last week I was on a boat all day. I had a 14-hour day last week. My poor dogs were freaking out. But it was 2 weeks ago. I talked about my 2013 favorites, and I went and showed you my my Halloween like table and stuff. And last year I did a whole apartment tour of my Halloween decorations, so I'll link both those videos down below. I'm a very festive person. I believe in decorating for everything. That's how my mom was, so that's kind of the house I was raised in. I enjoy decorating a lot. It makes me happy to come home and be like, oh, it's festive in my house. So I still love them. I still decorate. If y'all are interested in seeing me do, I mean, I know it's like almost the end of October, but if you're interested in seeing that, I can do another one this year, because obviously I live in a new apartment, but I'll just link that one down below because I didn't really get that many new things. Next is the L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid to Powder Foundation. Now this color is not the right color for me. It is in the shade 320 Natural Beige. For the longest time, I had a really hard time trying to match my foundation. I thought I was a lot darker than I was, and now I've just embraced that I don't have very dark skin tone, and that's okay. This is, you have to shake it. It is a powder suspended in a liquid. It's a very thin formulation. As you can see, it's not the right color, but it blends in quite nicely. I would say it gives a medium foundation, and it's so pretty. I love the finish of it. It is I would call it like a demi-matte finish. It's not very dewy or anything, but it's just so pretty, and I do have drier skin. And when this was a big deal, like they had this one and then the Maybelline one, and this was kind of like, you know how now serum foundations are really big? These were really big last year, and everyone was like, if you have dry skin, I'm just not sure you would like it. I disagree. I love this. This is the same bottle. I've used about, I don't know, what would you think, 3/8 of that? Almost. And I really like it. I have been trying to use up foundations pretty much throughout the year right now. In my 13 by Halloween, I had 4 like mini foundations I was trying to use up. Still working on those, so I haven't been pulling this out as much, but this is definitely in my top 3 favorite foundations, I would say. So still love this. Next is the, oh, I put it down. I used it today. It is the Be a Bombshell Smooth Criminal Powder. I got this in an Ipsy bag, I'm pretty sure, and I really like this. This year in an Ipsy, not too long ago, I actually got another one of these white translucent powders. This was the City Color HD powder. And I thought, because I had this, and I really liked it, but I'm like, I wonder if they're all the same. Because this is the only one I had tried, and I'm like, you know, I don't want to tell you, this one's like $14, I want to say. So I didn't want to be like, this is great, it's worth the $14 if I'd never tried a cheaper alternative. This is a couple of dollars, but it's not as finely milled. This is really smooth and silky and finely milled, and it gives the slightest blurring effect. So I don't want you to think you're going to put this on and be airbrushed and look like you're on the cover of a magazine. Like, no, it's not like that. But it's just slightly blurring. I think it's very perfecting. It doesn't give you extra coverage. It's just really pretty. I like the finish of it. It makes your skin have that really soft, silky texture. I haven't noticed, that was real cute, right? I haven't noticed any flashback, but I don't really take pictures that are flash photography too much, so don't know about that, but I really like it. But there's a lot in here. I use it pretty regularly, and it looks like I haven't. And again, this is a year old. It looks like I never use this, but I use it, I don't know, a few times a month at least, if not more. I like it a lot. Next is a cult classic that I use this at least once a week. It is the Balm Cosmetics Mirror Luminizer. I love the Balm. I have tried a decent amount of products from them, and I've never been disappointed. They go on Haute a lot. That's actually how I got, spoiler alert, I'm going to mention this palette too. It's how I got both of these items. And I've never tried something from the Balm I don't like. They go on Haute probably about 3 or 4 times a year. I have a Haute link down below. I do get money. I think if you sign up using that link, I get $20. I just ordered something. A haul's coming up later. Probably because I'm still waiting for another Haute order. But somebody had signed up using my link, and so I got some items that I didn't have to pay for. So I really appreciate it if you use that link, but you don't have to use a link. It's no pressure. And I've done a couple of reviews of products that are on Haute. I have a whole playlist I'll link down below. I know the Balm, the Mirror Luminizer is featured in that. But here it is. Now, you can tell, like right there, it looks like I've used it, but it really doesn't look like I've used that much. It is the highlighter I have on today. It's a really nice champagne-y highlighter. It is super pigmented, but I think it blends out pretty nicely. I mean, you know, it definitely looks like I have highlighter, but I don't think it looks too ridiculous. I don't know. And really flashy highlighters are super in right now, as I'm sure you know. But this is beautiful. You can get it for like $12, I think, when it comes onto Haute. And if not, if you pay full price, it's like $24, $22, something like that. I think it is worth that price. I bought it on Haute, so I didn't pay that price, but it's gorgeous. And I really like it. And I know it's got a lot of hype, but I think it's worth the hype. Next, we have the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade 604 Milk. I got this in a Walmart beauty box. These babies are so pigmented. But they blend out nicely. For me, they did not crease. And I really like it. I was the Black Swan last year for Halloween. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen it. I'm pretty sure I have it on Instagram. If I do, I'll link a direct picture of that down below, just in case you want to see. It was a really easy costume. I just wore like a black dress with some feathers that I already had, and did some makeup, and then that was done. It was pretty easy. I recommend that if you don't know which one to be for Halloween and you want to do something. So this worked really well. It stayed on all night. It was great. The issue is I don't know how to sharpen it. I've been told the Revlon sharpeners this fits in, but I haven't been able to find that. So if you have a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil and you know how to sharpen it, please share it with your girl, because I would like to know. But I do really like this. This is the only shade of this I have. I would be interested in trying more. If you watch me for a while, then you know I really, really love cream bases and stuff. I just think they add so much to your eyeshadow look. Next is this palette. This is the Balm Cosmetics Rockstar palette. This was the first eyeshadow I'd ever tried from the Balm, and let me just tell you, I was not disappointed. I have done a full review of this palette. I'll link it below so you can get in-depth swatches and my thoughts. I will say this Disco Solid Gold highlighter is very, very similar to the Mirror Luminizer. They're right there, but you can't really tell because they're blended out. So, Mirror Luminizer is on my middle finger. The Balm is on... You can tell that the one that came in this palette is ever so slightly more gold. It's on top. But really, they're the same. So, if you're interested in getting this palette, I don't know if I would recommend you getting the Mirror Luminizer as well, singly, but this is beautiful. I do still use it a lot. As you can tell, these shades seem pretty well loved. None of them have like a significant dent except for the shade up here called Metallica. This is the best silver eyeshadow I have ever seen. It's slightly powdery, but it is super silver, super metallic, super in your face, and beautiful. This is the Frat Boy blush, so I don't own that separately, but I have it in here. It comes with 2 million Vanilla Lip Sync Lip and Cheeks, which I do like. I really like everything in this palette. Again, I have a full review. I'll link it below. But I still love this. I still find myself using it. Not as much as I would like to. I feel like I should use this more. Because it is pretty neutral. With just like this Led Zeppelin and Alice Copper, excuse me. These are really fun shades. The middle is like, and I love the way it's set. I just love everything about this palette, to be honest. I know that wasn't very articulate, but I do really like it, and I should use it more. Next is this L'Oreal Color Riche eyeshadow quad in the shade 211 Blue Haute Couture. This is what I have on my eyes today. This is decent. The packaging's pretty cheap. But I really liked it because of this little highlighting shade right here. It's a nice, cool, pinky champagne tone highlighter. I like it for an inner corner highlight. I've never tried it on my face, but I think it'd be pretty there too. Here it is. So this is really the reason why I was mentioning it, because I like, as you probably know, a really bright highlighted inner corner. It's just what I like. Some people think it's really dated. Some people aren't about it. I like it a lot. And this is a great quad for that. Now the other shades are just okay. This top shade I have on my lid. This I have over my crease. This I have in my crease. They really have to be built up, especially this lighter shade. And these two, even though they don't really look similar, they do when they're on the eye. And this one took a little while to build up. But it's fine. They're decent. If you're a little afraid of color, you don't want something that's like smack you in the face with color, this is nice. It's good. I don't hate it. I really like that highlighter shade, and I do reach for it occasionally, but not super often. Can you go back on? Maybe? My dogs are sleeping and being super cute. That's why you don't have a hippocampus right here like usual. And last but not least is this Cynthia Rowley, what does she call it? Eyeliner crayon. This is the silver shade. You can only get these on Birchbox's website. And it's amazing. If you follow me on Instagram, again, my mom and I went to Disney World this past year on the 9th of October. And it was so much fun. And I did crazy makeup using the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette, which I've done a review of that too, in case you're interested. I'll link it below, why not? And we use this. This is so pigmented. Now, it doesn't look like I've used that much of it, but it's just, okay, that was one swipe. Look at that. It's gorgeous. I feel like you need to be wearing dark makeup to pull this off, because if you're wearing a light makeup, then it doesn't really define your eye. But it's so pigmented and creamy and gorgeous, and it's not so, it's very creamy, but it's not so creamy that it just like breaks off. I really, really, really enjoy that. And they're kind of expensive, but I think you can get a set of like, what, like 8 or 10 or something on the Birchbox website for like $50, which $50 is a lot, but for 10 eyeliners, that's like, you know, $5 a piece, and they're really great. So, that is my Throwback Thursdays. I'm pretty sure this video is longer than the original video, but I just wanted to talk to y'all and let you know my thoughts still. I will link the original video down below, as well as my favorites playlist and my Throwback Thursday playlist, in case you like these videos as well. I think they're really fun to do, and they are pretty eye-opening, because sometimes, like this palette, I don't use it very often. But it was good enough to be in a favorite, so I feel like I should be pulling it out more. And this Rockstar palette that I adore, and I know I love it, I use it occasionally, but it needs to be used more. So, I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, requests, suggestions, any of that down below. As you probably know, that talking to y'all is my absolute favorite thing about doing YouTube. And I will talk to y'all real soon. Thank you so much. Bye.